Yeah. Hello. Here is 𝗰𝗶𝗴𝗵. Yeah, it's 𝗰𝗶𝗴𝗵 here. So here today I'm with Ayanda 𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗵 here. Ayanda is one of our clients here at 𝗃𝗶𝗁. So she's going to be sharing with us her story and her newfound path of, as a coach of personal coaching as a career. She has an awesome story because she has transformed her life in literally weeks since she has started with her coaching business or has started working with us. She has went from zero to actually literally having a coaching business that's now attracting premium clients, and that's now continuously growing. And she has finally find her dream and now living a life of fulfillment as a coach, changing other people's life. So first of all, congratulations on that, and thanks for taking your time to talk to me today about that.
Thank you, 𝗁𝗏.
Yeah, so I'll let you introduce yourself and tell us about who you are and what you do as a coach and who do you work with and what do you help them with.
Okay, so my name is Ayanda 𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗵, as who has introduced me. I started doing coaching.com with 𝗃𝗏 in August. And the reason for that was just for me following my passion and my life purpose. As a coach, I'm a personal development coach looking specifically at women. I inspire them to chase after their dreams, live a fulfilling life, and find themselves and in self-mastery. So my clients are women who are in corporate, most of them who are looking to better themselves, better their lives, and maybe find a different path for themselves.
Awesome. And what made you decide to want to coach in this particular topic to help people in that particular area of life? Yeah.
I think it was more in line with who I was in the state that I was in my life. Yeah. I think before I met you, I had been at a stage where I wanted to elevate myself. I knew there was something more and bigger that I was meant to be doing, which I wasn't doing at the time. I knew I wasn't living life to my full best. I knew there was something bigger and better. I just didn't know how to get there. So I had to do the work myself first to find what that is, that new life is, and to make sure that I'm also myself operating at a level where it's my optimal best. So because I had already walked that journey and I had seen how it had gone with me, it was a natural thing for me to choose that kind of path as a coaching niche.
Okay, cool. So it's basically based on your own personal journey. Okay, got you.
Right.
Yeah. So before we started working together, working with me here at 𝗃𝗏𝗁, what was going on in your life at that time? Where were you with things like?
So things were a bit difficult. I had 7 years ago, I had left corporate job to be an entrepreneur, yeah, and also to be a mom. I wanted a well-balanced life between spending time with my kids, being at home family, and also being independent and making a living. And when 2020 came and everything came crashing down and jobs were lost and businesses were no longer progressing, there was a shift in me, I think, because now everybody was at home. We were in a position where we had to look deep within ourselves and ask ourselves certain questions. Yeah. Questions like, are you where you want to be? Have you reached your ultimate goal, or are you in the right path in life? Things like that. So those were the things were going through my mind, and I realized actually that I was nowhere near that. Actually, I was even on the wrong. What happens is that we go to uni and we study certain courses and we think that our purpose is aligned with the courses that we study. And later on, we realized that actually our purpose and our destiny may be different from the journey that we initially thought we would go. So that's where I was really. And I then went into a journey of trying to find my purpose and find my passion. And with that, I realized that within or during the time of even being employed at corporate, my passion and my drive has always been around mentorship and coaching. And that's when I started pursuing or reading up about coaching, how to become a coach, how can I start my coaching business? And that's when you and I found each other.
Okay, cool.
I'm not sure if I found you or you found me. Which one was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, obviously through coaching.com, we have all the strategies to find our ideal clients, our target clients. So we probably found you, but obviously we're looking for us. Just before, anyway, I was about to ask you what made you decided to work with me and here with us at doingcoaching.com.
So just before I met you, then I had already made up my mind that I want to be a coach, but I wasn't sure how to get about it. And I thought it was going to take a long time to be a coach because I thought I then first needed to be certified and do all of these things before I can actually get started. And then I got a message from you and you said, hey, can we chat? Are you looking to be a coach? And we had our first meeting together, our chemistry meeting. And you told to build ready.
Okay, so
we
might have lost you there. So you might so now we got you. So if you can tell us again what you're about to say, because we may have lost some part of it initially.
Oh, okay. So I said, after I had a conversation with you, then I got to realize that actually I didn't need to first be certified and go through a whole long route. All I needed to do was to build a sound business that can make consistent income, and everything will fall into place thereafter.
Yeah, okay, cool. And what was your initial experience of working together, and be part of doingcoaching.com and enroll with our coaching program?
So after I had my first meeting with you, I was very excited because for the first time now, I thought my dream was possible.
Yeah.
That I had met somebody who was telling me the opportunity to get to do what I truly believe is my purpose in life. So I was very excited. And I think Module 1 was one of the most thorough courses that I have seen. Actually, with just Module 1, you're able to start your business and get your clients. That's exactly what happened to me. My first client I got from just having done Module 1.
Yeah, I think you haven't. You have not completed the program, and you've only done Module 1, Module 2. I'm not so sure.
Yes.
So how long was it then before you get your first client after you kind of completed Module 1, or you're still in Module 1?
It was about a week, really. So I finished Module 1 and we had a checkup chat to say, how far are you? What have you done? Now we're going to do the marketing research. So during the market research, that's when I started getting clients. So all three I got them during the process of doing literally a week or two. Hi, Swoop. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Are we having problems? Is it me or is it you? We'll never know. Yeah, so I was saying basically it's within 1 or 2 weeks after completing Module 1 and whilst doing my market research that I got all the clients that I have.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. And how many clients do you have now since you started?
Since we started, I have 3 paying clients now and a few on pipeline.
Okay, so you have a few on pipeline, three high-paying clients, because those are premium clients from what we've discussed. during our coaching calls, yeah. And
yes.
yeah, and also you have a few who are in the pipelines, and all this happened in like would you say like in less than 2 months? Because obviously you got your first paying client. Was it two or 3 weeks like after you completed it?
Yes.
Oh, so all in all, it's like, yeah, oh, okay, yeah. So that's what I was saying, that your story is very interesting, because this was one of the quickest transformation that I've seen from someone, because like when you're starting the coaching business from completely zero with no prior coaching experience or certification or anything like that before. Okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, so what's next for you? Because I know you haven't completed the program at this point. So what's going on now? What's your next for the future, or like the?
So what's next for me is to grow the business. So now I'm focusing on, I've got targets, self targets now of how many clients I should have per month. For the business to be sustainable and consistent. So firstly, I work on consistency, and then on growing the business, and that's it. That's all I'm planning to do. Okay. It's just consistently get those clients. Yes, it's just to consistently get those clients and then upscale from there.
Awesome. And tell us about the feedbacks as a coach as you are working with clients. Like, what's the experience of coaching people at the moment? Like, what's the feedback like as you are working with them?
What I find is that most clients, from the first initial call, they will have a shifting moment. They will not believe the impact that having a conversation for like 30 minutes, that's how long my chemistry sessions are. The guys are usually blown over with just how much of stuff are in their blind spots that they are not aware of. And the feeling of achieving something, you know, when someone's got a problem and they've been carrying it for so long, when they speak to a coach or somebody who then shows them that actually this is solvable, you can actually resolve all of this, the relief that clients feel at the end, that's a consistent feedback that I get. And just the hope that they have. And they can't wait to see how things are going to be for them at the end of the coaching program.
Awesome. And how important is you as a coach to help your clients get that result or achieve that transformation that they're looking for?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the key. It's the reason why I'm a coach. It's the reason why I have clients, is for me to see the change the program has on them. It's what keeps me going. It's. Are you still there, Sbu?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yes. So it's very, very important to me. It is the key drive for why I get up in the morning and coach.
Awesome. You mentioned that through working with us, obviously you have achieved the transformation and then have started this coaching that's attracting clients, and that's really changing people's life. That we will have helped you to actually realize your dream, even though you just it's still at the beginning of our program, you know, you're not completed it. So how do you mean that? Like, tell us more. What do you mean by that?
So ask me the question again, Sbu.
Yeah. You said that we've helped you realize your dream by working with us and starting this coaching business, and you know, make it a viable business, attracting premium clients, and clients that you're working with are getting huge feedback. You know, they're getting good results. You're getting great feedback with them. And obviously at the moment, it's just still at the beginning of our program. We haven't gone far. So just tell us, like in a summary, what do you mean? Like, how do you mean that we've helped you realize your dream with everything that has just happened so far?
Well, from the first value call that I had with you, where you actually told me that I can get things started, firstly, you sold me hope, and you sold me confidence that I think at the time I didn't have. because I was always saying, oh, what will these people, how will they trust me? Out of everyone, how will they trust me if I haven't been certified, if I haven't formally coached anybody? How will I be the trusted person to transform somebody's life? But when I spoke to you and when I went through your course, you gave me skills and techniques where I believed in myself because I knew that I had done the work. So the way that the module itself, module 1, is structured is such that it gives you confidence because you know you've gone through the details, you've gone through the foundation. When you're prepared, you know you can do it. It gives you that sense of confidence. And because I'm confident now and I have hope, and I know that it's actually now it's more than hope because now I have clients, but initially it had given me hope that I can do it. But now I've actually realized that it actually is possible. It has given me the opportunity to live my true dream, my true passion, my purpose. I'm much more happier. I'm much more excited to wake up in the morning because in life.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I would have been able to do it if I hadn't met you when I met you, and if I hadn't enrolled in your course. My mindset would surely not be at a stage where I have enough confidence in myself to even approach a client to say, hey, this is what I do. Can I coach you?
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah. And what would you say to someone who's thinking about starting a coaching business, or that following their heart, living the life, living their life, purposeful life, or going after what they really want to do? What advice would you say to them? What advice?
I'd say do it. I would say do it. The time is now.
Yeah.
There's no better time than now. Do it. It's worth it. It's for your own personal growth. I think I just want to also state that it's not only your course is not only about learning how to build a coaching business or how to coach somebody. It's also coaching yourself. It's elevating you yourself as a person. So you can have the confidence, you can have the skills to be able to go out there and look for clients and build your dream. So if you're thinking about it, do it. Don't hesitate.
And what would you say? Obviously, you're one of those people who had really quick success with our coaching program, with doing coaching.com. What would you say to someone who's experiencing some challenges in some, and haven't really seen any success with their coaching business? What advice would you give them?
Somebody who's enrolled with your course.
Yeah, somebody who's enrolled in a program and
Okay.
experiencing some challenges, hasn't really seen any success. What advice would you give them? As someone who has had the quickest success with our program, what would you say to them?
I would definitely say go back to module 1 and redo the steps, step by step, thoroughly, especially the niche part. I don't know how many times I went through the same videos, the same processes, the market research, this question, that question, how does it link with yours? So if you're looking for any answers for a breakthrough, it's literally sitting in module 1, and it's how you find your niche. It's in how you do your market research, how you structure your questions, how you handle that first chemistry meeting or value call, whatever you call it. That is key. So if you sit on that, because there's a few videos there, if there's one that kind of resonates with you, with your style, with your niche, I suggest you go into it with more detail, go back, redo it, listen to the questions. When who's asking questions and saying, how about this? Ask yourself the very same questions with the pen and paper next to you, jot it down and structure it. So don't rush through the course. And I think for me, module 1 was the one that took the longest time because it had a lot, but there's a lot of detail in it that needs you to sort of make sure that it's sunk in. Have a pen and paper, jot it down, get the questions as you're going through, as who's asking the questions, ask yourself the same questions, pause it, answer the question before you move on. So you pretend like you the person that's on the video and you ask yourself. So if you do it with 2 or 3 videos after that, you would have refined your niche. So I found with me that I went different versions of what my niche was, because every time I listened to this interview, there was another question that came, there was another thing that came. So the more you do the questions, the videos, the more you are clearer on where you want to take your business.
Awesome. And what would you say to anyone who's still on the fence on joining doing coaching.com or joining the program?
I would say go for it. Yeah. Don't hesitate. There's no time like today. Do it. You won't regret it. Awesome. Go in with an open mind and go in with a mind where you are willing to learn and to expand yourself. So when you're there, do not have any kind of disturbances or distractions or anything. Just tell yourself that you are there for yourself to elevate your life, to assist you to do what you want to do, and also to learn how to impact somebody else's life.
Awesome. So obviously you've shared with us what's next for your future, which is growing this coaching business and obviously complete the program and really make more impact, which I look forward to actually seeing in the future. So if people, they were really touched by this conversation and maybe they're in the corporate world and they're ladies, like you said, maybe they could kind of benefit by, or they could get help by working with you, where can they find you?
I am on coach at 𝗃𝗂𝗃𝗀𝗃.com. I'm also on Instagram, and my handle is instagram.com/AyandaMach. So Ayanda is AYANDAMACH. That's my handle on Instagram. And on Facebook, it's facebook.com/AyandaMach as well. It will take you straight to my 𝗃𝗂𝗃𝗃 life coaching page.
Okay, Ayanda, thank you so much for taking your time today and talking to me and sharing your story and in your journey in coaching. So it's much appreciated. And so yeah, I'm sure everyone who's been listening to this, they know exactly where to find you. So thanks a lot, really appreciate it. I look forward to actually seeing more success and more impact with your coaching business.
Thank you, 𝗲𝗲. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for having faith and for having an impact in my life and in other people's lives.
Thank you. Thanks.